Hi there, my friend. Now, there is something phenomenal about faith. Faith is a very essential action in the life of a believer. Now, the writer in the book of Hebrews comes up with the list of great men and women of God, heroes in faith, whom by faith were able to see the power of God, whom by faith were able to see the hand of God. You and I cannot see the hand of God in our lives without faith. Why? Because faith pleases God. The book of Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 6 simply says, "But without faith, it's impossible to please God." Faith will touch God's hand to walk in our lives. Faith will move God. And when faith is in our lives, faith will move mountains, will do amazing things and activate phenomenal things in our lives. Now, what is faith? The writer in the book of Hebrews describes faith as, in the book of Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 1, it says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Now watch this. Sight is a function of the eye, but faith is a function of the Spirit. If you have to see it first, it cancels faith. Jesus says that blessed are those who believe before they see. One of their greatest heroes in faith is Gideon. God commanded him to come up with an army to go and fight against the Midianite army of about 135,000 soldiers. Gideon came up with about 35,000 soldiers and he needed more men. God told him, "Your army is too big, so shrink it down to 300. Gideon protested to God. He said, "I need more men to overcome the Midianite army." God told him, "You do, but I don't. You are going to overcome the Midianite army with only 300 men and me." Gideon had to drop logic. And when he embraced faith, God gave him victory over the big Midianite army. Another hero in faith is Samson. Now, Samson had issues. He had passion issues. But watch this. When Samson was willing to embrace faith, to walk in faith, God gave him a lot of victory. That's why we hear in the story that Samson overcame 1,000 soldiers, fighting them with a jawbone of a donkey. Now watch this. Here's another thing about faith. Faith always involves actions. James chapter 2 and verse 14 says this, "What does it profit, my brethren, if someone says he has faith but does not have works?" Faith will always involve works. We gotta have to work it. When you face your circumstances, when you face your hardships by sight, you are going to deal with them yourself. But if you face your circumstances, when you face challenges by faith, then God is going to come with you, because we walk by faith and not by sight. Thank you for watching Spiritual Truth. For more spiritual content like this, check out our YouTube channel, subscribe, hit that little bell notification so you won't miss a bit.